Hey, everybody. This is the She's the Owner podcast. I'm your host, Karen McCarran. This is episode 137, Emotions That Will Come Up. So the last few episodes, we've been talking about launching your business. We've been talking about how do you, go from working full time for somebody else to working for yourself. And there's obviously, there's always more I can give you, but I wanted to touch on the emotional side of things really quickly. Because when you're in your feminine, emotions come up and I want you to honor them. And so some emotions that might come up for you when you are looking to leave the thing and move into another thing: fear, sadness, excitement, terror, hope. Those are some words that come to mind. So when we talk about, fear, what's the fear, right? My fear was if I leave the content company in this capacity, that it's not going to run the same. We're going to, we're going to lose clients. We're going to do this, that, and the other. And my fear, COVID made that fear happen, but, things are fine. Things are humming along over there, and things are we're growing again, which is really exciting. But there was this fear of running a coaching company is new for me. I've never done it. So the fear around, holy shit, am I actually cut out for this? And I still don't fully know. I know I'm cut out to coach, but running a coaching company, it's tricky. It's not easy. It's exciting. I love it, but it's totally different than anything I've ever done. So for me, it was really scary. Excitement, you can't contain it. I'm so excited all the time about new things that I'm coming up with and new ideas and new programs and all that kind of thing. But it's not just I'd be bullshitting you if I said it's just some kind of walk in the park and emotionally it was good. I have emotional ups and downs all the time around this company. Why? Because coaching is a super intimate thing. Being in any type of service is emotional. Like Tony says, business is a spiritual game, and it is. If you're not in it, your heart's not in it, it's not going to work, and it's not going to sustain you, more importantly, right? So, but yeah, I have excitement all the time. Terror. Yeah. Am I going to make the money? That's one big thing that I freak out about sometimes. The other thing is, am I giving these women the right advice? Am I leading them the way they need to be led? Am I telling them what they need to be told? And when I get in there, so if that's a thought you're having, or you're already a coach and you have those thoughts, or you're already you're in your head, right? I talk about that all the time. We just talked about that in our last session. If you're any questioning, any questioning, is this the right thing to say? Is that you're all an ego in your head in that moment? Get down to your heart, close your eyes, take deep breaths, get centered in your body and talk from there. And then it's right. So whenever I feel that terror of, oh my God, am I saying the right thing? Holy shit. I just calm down. I close my eyes and I ask for guidance. I'm asking for guidance from God, and whatever comes out of my mouth, I trust that it's the right thing. And so the terror leaves because I'm in my feminine. I'm being vulnerable. I'm asking source. And when you're in a session or when you're working with a client, whatever capacity, and you can feel that flow and that synergy with them, that takes all the scary emotions really for me out of it, because I'm just trusting and I'm knowing that it's that knowing. I have the knowing that I'm exactly where I need to be, exactly when I'm supposed to be there. But it only happens in the feminine. It only happens in the heart. And so whenever you feel those listen, having those emotions, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You should have a range, right? If you were just skipping along like fucking, I don't know, Red Riding Hood through the forest before she gets attacked by the wolf. If you're just skipping along merrily, I'd be worried. I'd be like, yo, sister, you've got some deeper work to do there, because this is not about to just be some walk in the park. If you weren't freaked out, I would be worried. But I don't want you to live in the freaked out. I want you to just recognize this is fear because I don't know the next thing. Okay, cool. If I don't know the next thing, I just need to shut my eyes and really trust that the thing that I don't know is going to come to me, because it won't come to you in your head. Sure. I can't even say that. And I always have to preface, I'm talking about feminine energy people, women rather. I'm not talking about when you're in hunter mode. I'm talking about I know intuitively that I had to change how I was doing my business. I knew it. Like my mind was being coached by all the stuff I saw. My mind was seeing all these high ticket coaching practices. My mind was like, that's what I should be. My heart and intuition knew all along that wasn't Kara. And now I've come back to it. Now I've come back to offering my academy for $2,000 for 3 months instead of three and four and five and $6,000. Now I've created a membership program for people who can't afford the academy and who want to be a part of this orbit, and it's $297 a month. Like I know that if I'm feeling this emotion of resistance or this emotion of whatever, and it's time to settle back into who I am. And it's time for you to settle back into who. But was it scary? For sure. Was there fear? Absolutely. But like nothing, and I just said this in the last podcast, but there's like this obsession with getting things done in 90 days. Now, my academy is 90 days. I had to give it a time limit, right? But it's not going, none of, like, you're going to have a whole range of emotions in those 90 days. You're going to have fear, excitement, what the fuckedness. Like, there's going to be so many ranges. It's not this beautifully closed, open and closed container. Business ownership, entrepreneurship is not an open and closed container. It's never going to be. There's always, especially for women, when you add in our cycles, and women who are menopausal, you have them too. Don't get me, like you're still cyclical. Your emotions and hormones are not flatlined. They're not. They're different than when you're in reproductive mode, but they're not flatlined. So like, none of business ownership is just one open, closed thing. It's a constant wave of different emotions. And if you're not feeling those emotions, then I would invite you to ask why. Are you blocking? Are you pretending they're not there? Are you numbing in some way? Because business ownership, entrepreneurship, no matter who you are, is an emotional roller coaster. And it's learning how to navigate that roller coaster that really can help you be successful or not. And not just in money, but like, are you feeling good about your business? Are you feeling shitty about your business all the time? It's time to ask questions. So emotions are normal and I anticipate you feel them, but also honor them, right? Don't blow past them. A lot of times, like, as some of you know, I'm about to be divorced in a couple of months. I'm moving out in 6 weeks. And because I'm a coach, and this is a bit off the rail here, but because I'm a coach and because I've done so much Tony Robbins work and other work, I have come to this place where I feel like I can coach myself into just being positive and seeing what's good in this for me. And I have seen what's good in it for me, for sure. Don't get me wrong. But what's important is I also feel what's sad about it for me. I honor the emotions that are not perfect, that are not happy, that are not seeing all the things that I'm doing that are helpful or the reasons that it's good. And so that's kind of how I want you to look at business is like, don't just, that toxic positivity bullshit. It makes me nuts, right? Like, don't look at life or don't look at your business when it's feeling a certain negative emotion and just go, fuck it. I can just look at the silver line. No, go through it, write it down, get curious, ask why. Why might you be feeling like this? What is happening here? And don't just cover it up by being, if you're a coach, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Don't just go, oh, I can see the positive and blah, but fuck that. I want you to feel it. If you're in your business and you're scared, feel it and say, okay, and get curious. What is this actually about? Don't just say, I don't feel it. And like Tony says, we're not going to what does he say? We're not going to walk around and act like we just, we don't see the weeds, we're going to get down there and we're going to fucking pull the weeds out. That's your emotions. Pull the weeds out. Sit and look at it. Ask yourself, what am I feeling and why might I be feeling this right now? What's this really about? What meaning am I giving it? And feel it. Feel it. Get on the floor and cry your fucking face off if that's what you need to do. Feel it. And then brush yourself off, get up and go, okay, now I'm going to go back into the masculine and figure this out. But do not just blow past it because I'm telling you, it will erupt in a million other ways. So feel it. Emotions are a good thing. Anyway, that is it for me, guys. I'm off to the beach with my kid because summer vacation's nearly over and I don't want to miss any more of it. So I love you all and I'll see you on the next episode. Oh, also, don't forget to leave a review on iTunes. It would be very appreciated. And then also keep your eyes open for our membership launch. So it's going to be coming up very, very soon. If you want information, reach out. and one of us will get back to you. All right. I love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.